My name is Kathryn Dager, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. And for the last 32 years, I've owned a company called Profitivity, Inc., and I've been creating workplaces where people can't wait to go to work every day. I had the opportunity to hear an online recording, and I just fell in love with her energy and her sparkly personality. And I've been kind of a student, spiritual student for many, many years, and so she just struck me with resonance. So I just fell in love with her, and that was 3 years ago. Well, I had gone through a divorce, and I had really felt, and I've been pouring my life into my work, just kind of that balance. And I was just like making ends meet, just doing the same thing. And I was working on my own, so I was kind of like the Lone Ranger, trying to get it all done by myself. And the other thing that was really, I noticed a lot, is that the money would just stay pretty much the same. It was on a thermostat, like stuck, And so I was frustrated, and I didn't know exactly what to do and what was going on. I had fulfillment working with my clients, but then there's a big part of me that did not have that fulfillment. Well, I had a feeling that I had some blockages, and I just didn't know what they were. So this is something that, of course, it's hard to do for yourself. So, but the other thing that I think I was really yearning for was to have a breakthrough in my income and have a breakthrough really in possibilities, because I felt like I was kind of just doing the same hamster wheel most of the time. And it was not bad, but it was not fulfilling. Now my business has tripled. But I was just going to say, even the first day that I listened to the first course 3 years ago, I just could feel the whole shift in my energy. And by that evening, a gentleman that I had loaned $1,000 to 2 years before showed up at my front door with a check for $1,000 plus $200 for interest. And I was like, this is crazy. It just all came out. And then my business focus has been to actually expand my team and create more consultants out there in the world doing what I'm doing. I'm a best-selling author now, and I'm actually attracting business consultants who have read my book, and they're like, you've got the whole thing in there, and we're just doing a part maybe on culture or a part maybe on recruiting, but you've got the whole package. So now I'm certifying people and I'm licensing my business. And today I stood up and said, I am looking for business consultants that want to do the whole thing, and I've got about 25 people come to me. So it was just amazing. But the real cool thing was that I decided that the dream of my life was, about 3 years ago, was to have the love of my life in my life every day, because I'd had a loveless marriage for a very long time. And I was mad at myself for that. I've got to just be honest, because I just tolerated. But what I ended up doing was writing down 50 different things that I would really love to have, and at my stage in life as well, that would just make me so happy, and the kind of qualities of the person that I knew would be perfect for me. And what ended up happening is I had a dream about a guy that I was crazy about before I'd ever gotten married, and we had split apart after 5 years of being together. And I looked for him on Facebook, I gotta be honest, I was like, where'd he go? And what ended up happening is I had a very vivid dream, and this will be in Memorial Weekend 3 years ago. I had this very vivid dream of him, and I could see his hair, I could feel him. And I told my best friend, who knew him very well at the time, and I told my daughter, who the whole family loved him so much, so they kept talking about him. But then 4 days later, he called me on the phone, on my landline, which he had memorized. And I picked up the phone at like 10 o'clock at night, and he said, "Did you have a dream about me?" And I went, oh my gosh. It was like we met in that dream. And we have, and when I got the idea of what it was I wanted in my life, images came with it. And one of the images was to be flying on an airplane to Europe for a vacation, a special vacation. and to have him holding my hand and kissing it and telling me how happy he was. So I got this very vivid image. And then I also could see a swimming pool in a beautiful home, and my daughter and husband, in the future, and the baby grandchild playing in the pool. And I just saw that, and that he's got his hands all over me, can't get enough of me. So I didn't know who that was at the time. And I was, right 2 days after Thanksgiving, we were on our plane to Italy, and I am now engaged. I got my beautiful engagement ring in Florence, and I'm the happiest woman in the world. And it's just like, it just keeps getting better. So I feel the support. I feel the universe has my back. And just coming here and being physically with Christie is it's just such a joy. And I just adore what she's doing for people in their lives and teaching people how to clear their own blockages. And this is it's just an honor. With Christie, I'd say that it went from like 100,000 to 300,000. So, and now it's going to go exponentially further with more people doing this. Just soul sister. She came into my life right at a perfect time for me to, have a dream, something very specific that I wanted to create in my life, and that I have listened to Unlimited Abundance about 55 times, Love or Above, and then been on the big course where she does clearings every month, and just to do this on your own is impossible. And to know and trust and have great faith in what clearing really is and can be is just the most, I'm so grateful for that gift, to know that, and to be here in this whole group of people with this energy is just, it's monumental. And, I love how she giggles and goes, look what I did. And it's like, I want to be that too. I want to be that Christie to the workplace and different companies all over the world.